Welcome back to Academy of Aquatics, promoting swimming, water safety, and water education. One of the most important decisions that you'll make as a parent or as someone choosing lessons for yourself is who you choose as an instructor. So I want to take time today to talk about some red flags to be on the lookout for when you're trying to find the right instructor. And I have 4 things that I want to address. The first one, if you have an instructor that never encourages going underwater, that's a red flag. Many of the situations that you will find yourself in the water, you fall off of a boat, you fall into the pool, at some point, you're going to be momentarily submerged. So it's important to get comfortable being underwater. So if you have an instructor that never encourages that, an instructor that just has you holding your breath, doesn't teach you how to blow bubbles, doesn't teach you the things that you need in order to be safe if you're submerged in water, you want to stay away from that instructor. Another red flag that you want to be on the lookout for is one that does not encourage independence. One that's always holding the child, one that's always holding you, and never gets you or the child to the point where you're doing things independently. In most situations that you're going to be in, they're going to be when you're away from swim lessons, away from your instructor. You go on vacation. You go to the pool at a hotel. You go to the ocean. Your instructor's not going to be there with you. So if you are ever in situations where the skills that you're learning need to be practiced, you want to have that confidence that you or your child can demonstrate those skills independently. So if you have an instructor who never challenges independence, is holding the child for everything, has them on the side of the wall for everything, is holding you for everything, then you want to stay away from that instructor. One of our goals as instructors is to promote that confidence that our clients can do these skills when they're away from us. That the clients can do these skills on their own if they're in a situation where they need to actually put these elements that they're learning into practice. So if you have an instructor that doesn't encourage those things, floating, going underwater, kicking, getting to the side of the pool on your own. If you have an instructor that doesn't try to encourage those things to happen, that's also an instructor that you want to stay away from. Red flag number 3, and this is particularly for parents. If you have an instructor that is not okay with you being at the pool or on the side of the pool during lessons, then you want to stay away from those instructors. Now, I do understand that there are some situations where the presence of the parent could be a distraction for the child. And when we have those situations, what I do as an instructor, I may ask the parent to step away, but they're still in a place where they can see what's happening, and they're still within earshot so they can hear everything that's happening. Everything their child is saying, everything that I'm saying to the child. If you have an instructor who has the mindset of, oh, all of my lessons are closed, it's just me and the child there, you want to stay away from that. Because you want to actually see and hear the things that are happening. You don't necessarily have to be on the side of the deck, but you still want to be in a place where you still have a clear visual of what's going on and you can hear everything that's going on. So if you have an instructor that says you can't be there at all, that's not the instructor that you want. And then a final red flag that you want to be on the lookout for is an instructor that does not talk about or promote water safety with you. If you have an instructor who doesn't try to get you or your child to understand the why behind what's happening, why are certain things unsafe, why are certain things safe, why are you being asked to do things in a certain way, then you want to stay away from an instructor that doesn't do those things. You should be having conversations with the instructor about water safety. The instructor should be letting you know why certain things need to be done in certain situations, why this skill is important. When are you actually going to put these skills into practice? You want instructors that are going to have those conversations with you. This is all so important in choosing and finding the correct instructor. And going back to what I said about independence, I am also a school teacher, so part of my teaching style comes into my water instruction. And so I use a gradual release model. I do, we do, and then you do. If you have an instructor that never tries to get you or your child to the you do point, going back to that independence, once again, Just reiterating that point, that's a big red flag. So these are the things that you want to be on the lookout for, because at the end of the day, you want to have a positive learning environment for you if you're the one that's in the lessons, or for your child if they're the one that are in the lessons. Thank you so much for watching. Like, follow, comment, share. See you next time.